Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And I am going to give you guys yet another annoying R. Kelly update video. I let you guys know that I'm going to be covering this, and I'm going to be following this closely and giving you guys up-to-date information. In between me giving you guys up-to-date information, I am going to start giving you guys more things that does not pertain to R. Kelly, but y'all know how it goes. This is trending, and people want to know a lot about this case because it's an interesting case. Anyway, so we have been hearing from the family members of the parents involved in this case. We've seen how vocal Joycelyn Savage's parents have been. We haven't heard as much from Azriel's parents, but we have seen them in the documentary for Surviving R. Kelly. I've also shared a couple of different lives that the father had went on his page and him answering things. I also, from me covering one of his lives, I had dialogue with her father on the phone. You know, I wanted to set up an interview, but he told me that he had given his exclusive to another YouTuber so that he could not interview with me until they got their exclusive out, et cetera, because I wanted to ask certain questions.
And because he had this exclusive that was going to drop, he would only discuss with me about, the fact that he did not sell his daughter because there was allegations that she said that he took $20K. And when I did my commentary, I was like, did he say he took the money? Did he not? And so he was like, called me up on the phone. We exchanged information. And he was just letting me know the details, like, look, I didn't sell my daughter. This is what it was, blah, 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 blah. But he wouldn't give me, anything exclusive. And I didn't ask any questions, quote unquote, on the record, because if I talked to him and started to ask certain questions, I wanted it to be in the form of an interview. So maybe we'll still be able to interview, but after I uncover in this video what I've uncovered, I don't know if he'd still want to, but I'm still open to him clarifying some of the things that look a little bit suspicious to me.
But anyway, so I came across this Instagram page, and the Instagram page appears to be ran by Azriel's father and his friend. Now, I can't 100% say that it's ran by his father. It's ran by her father and the friend, but I'm going to show you and tell you why I believe those things to be the case. And again, we are dealing in this R. Kelly thing where everybody says what things appear to be. The girls appear to be this. People appear to be that. So all I'm saying is it appears to be ran by Azriel's father and his friend.
Okay, on February 24th, I posted up a live from Azriel's father, and it was right after R. Kelly went to court for the first time, and he was talking on live with his friend, talking about how, Azriel didn't talk to him, she was in a vampire state, and they were talking about getting justice. Azriel's father tells the friend that he will pay pretty much to get dirt on the enablers.
I'm on motherfuckers' ass. That's a good idea you came up with, though. That's a good idea. About the motherfuckers that's around, dude. Yeah, that's an excellent idea.
I want you to put that out today, bro. I will pay them motherfuckers every week, and you can maintain that shit. Whatever the fuck they get, we need real solid rate, and we need to get every nigga that want to be around him to keep them niggas from that nigga. That nigga make it out, y'all want that nigga to walk alone, bro. Drive your own car. And I guarantee you Chicago gonna take care of what they need to take care of.
When I posted up my video was a day late. He told him to set this up right away on that day. Well, the first post on this page, which is called Pedophile Assistance on Instagram, the first date that they posted something was February 23rd, and it is a takedown of R. Kelly type of page. I can't say for sure that he created it. I'm just saying allegedly it looks like it appears to be created by him and this guy from what I'm seeing. And what kind of more so confirmed it, and again, it confirmed it in my mind, that it was them two, was when they did this live video. And I posted up the live video in full yesterday, but they did this live video from the actual page. And to kind of conceal the friend's identity, the friend had on this screen mask, But Azriel's father, he was on live with him on the page, and they were talking about the case. I'm going to point out a couple of things that they talked about in this live. I'm not going to play it in full because I already posted it on my page. And I'm going to share with you what I've come up with and what I think about what is happening now.
So let me start this live video and let me bring it up on my screen. So let's get into it and let's tune in and let's watch it. I don't know what he's doing right there. I guess he's trying to be scary.
Hey.
He's trying to be scary, rocking back and forth.
Oh, I see you in here, boss. Let me see how I do this shit.
Okay, so he's seeing Angelo Clary. That's Azriel's father's Instagram.
Here,
so he's saying, like, I see you in here. So he's trying to add him to the live.
Okay, this is what I want to talk about. As a black man, I understand that black men ain't gonna do it.
Okay.
Black women gonna have to do it. Back in my day, it wasn't no whole is life. Is my reception poor? Is my reception poor?
Your reception isn't poor. We can hear you.
Tell your homegirl to man, I am old. I ain't that old, but I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying, like, black females gonna have to do it. It ain't gonna be. It's not gonna be fucking black men that do it.
I don't know what he's rocking on. Like, what's going on?
I see you, boss. Yeah, we about to get on here and talk about some shit.
Okay, so when he says, I see you, boss, I'm assuming he means he sees Azriel's dad again because that's who he's going to go live with. And I was kind of like scrolling through to see like who he's talking about, but
what up, boss?
What's going on? This is Azriel's father.
Hey, thanks to everybody that joined in and supporting us with this fight right here. I don't got it. Who got it?
Man, they supporting. They really, really, really supporting. They really, really engaged.
Shit, I left.
Doing research.
Oh, no, I don't. I got to remember why.
Not believing the lies.
Hey, listen. First of all, let me just tell y'all this, right? All this shit that this man putting up on the whole Kelly camp, right? This is all I want y'all to keep in mind. Y'all might lose me because I'm in the elevator right now. And where we going up? Up? 19? All right. So, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I don't know if I'm going to lose y'all or not. Y'all
okay, and I just want to show y'all, this is from the page, the IG page.
Is not on, this man is not in trouble for this at all. So why is this man running around? Why this man running around trying to convince everybody and plead a case if he ain't done anything? Why we been going through this all this time, and yet alone this man has not yet been convicted in any type of way for Azriel or Joy Savage.
Okay.
Y'all gotta ask yourself that. Now all of a sudden he got Azriel up there, just disrespecting everybody, my whole entire family, humiliating our legacy, our family name, everything. And this is all he got left. But nobody's focusing on this man got 10 counts of his own mess. Way before Azriel was even in the picture and Joy. That's what we got to stay focused on. We can't let them live by running around telling lies. We got to let them go ahead and be accountable for their truth. Right. You know, they trying to build a case for nothing. Like, is he trying to tell us something? Because we don't know nothing. So tell them, if they're gonna tell it, tell what is he building a case for? So all the Kelly fans that's out there that's building these Azriel and Jocelyn stories, they can tell all the lies they want. We got all receipts. We got everything. You know, they find back for nothing. Just ask them why they building a case for themselves without our help, because they doing it all on their own. Cause we ain't this shit. I ain't heard. You heard they got that for Azriel or Joy? Cause I ain't heard shit. No. So I don't understand why Azriel and Joy have became the #1 topic of R. Kelly whole situation. Right. You know? So it's crazy.
Well, you know, this is what I was talking to them about.
And let them know I'm by the big buildings. I'm never too far away from my kid. Understand that. I have no fear of where I go.
Right. Hey, it's all gonna be over with soon. We fighting to the end. We got support. God damn it. I can't tell you some of the conversations I had while you was on that plane. We'll get to that later. It's all coming together. We gave him a choice, 2-3 months ago. He could have did the right thing. It's all coming together. We gave him a choice, 2-3 months ago. He could have did the right thing.
No, my daughter was 17. What they said? They asked something about the age 18.
Hold on, let's go back. I work for an airline. If you're traveling domestically, no airline in America requires an ID until the age of 18. From the age of 5 to 15, a child is traveling by themselves and unaccompanied feet. She right. I mean, she didn't say anything wrong.
What did she say?
She basically was saying that he is complicit because your daughter wasn't supposed to travel at the age of 17 without parental consent.
Exactly. So she was with somebody, a handler.
Right, a handler.
Yeah.
They going to fucking jail.
But they also signed over guardianship though of her. So this is the part where it kind of gets a little confusing to me, because they talk about how they signed over guardianship of her for her to work with R. Kelly. So if she was traveling within whatever agreement they had, I feel like that would kind of be along the lines of the agreement. Also, if something transpired, and I know that the purpose was music purposes, and I'm not saying that it's right for him to, mess with her at that time if he did, but this happened when she was 17 years old, and the reason why I feel like she wasn't a part and she isn't a part of the indictment or any of the charges is because, number one, they signed over guardianship to the label. They said that they signed over guardianship to the label. Apparently, it turned out that it was somebody that was associated in R. Kelly's camp. Whether or not it was the label or not, they signed over guardianship for her to be traveling and working with R. Kelly. So to me, that would explain why she's not part of the indictment and she's not part of the charges in that regard.
3 months before Azriel turned 18, the Clarys signed a letter giving their consent for her to go on Kelly's tour and stay with a woman named Valerie Denise Payton.
Who is Valerie Payton?
It ain't R. Kelly. It's not Robert Kelly.
But does she work with R. Kelly?
She's supposed to work for the label. We found out later on that she works for R. Kelly.
But at the time you signed this, you thought she was...
He told us it was someone affiliated with the music label.
From Sony.
Okay.
Correct.
So you thought she would be a chaperone for your daughter.
That's what she was supposed to have been.
And what he said in the beginning of the live, it really stuck out to me. And what I've been hearing across like all of the times that I've heard him speak out, he heavily emphasizes the fact that Azriel is not the one who is being he emphasizes the fact that Azriel is not the charges that R. Kelly is facing. So she's not one of the people that he's facing the charges. They're out in the mix of it. They know inside information. They this and this and that. As you see, the guy that he was talking to, he talked about how how he's been texting him, he's been sending him stuff. They're on live together. That guy was also on Angelo's live without the mask. Another time that I posted up a video of them going live. I believe that's the same man, if I'm not mistaken. But they have been communication, so they're friends. It's clear. Like they're communicating, they're friends. He's ahead of this page. They're going live from this page, so they're friends. So I started to go through the page. And as I was going through the page, I started to see all of the stuff that they have posted on the page. And the page is pretty much like a R. Kelly takedown page showing like different, allegations against R. Kelly, different allegations against people in his crew, allegations towards like R. Kelly's stylist. There's allegations towards Michelle Kramer saying that she's dating this bodyguard. There's allegations against Haley Calhoun, the woman who used to the white. Remember when he was dating the white girl? There's allegations on her and basically screenshots where it shows that her mom is possibly saying that she had to be naked in order to talk to her daughter. It's all kind of outlandish allegations on the page. And I'm not going to say that some of them might be true, but what I gathered, and I'm already looked at as the bad guy, and it is what it is, like when I covered Damo and Chrissy, those of you who have been on my page before I started covering this R. Kelly topic, y'all know that I covered the Damo and Chrissy situation, and I called out Damo for being manipulative. I called her out for, all of the antics that she was doing to try to throw Chrissy under the bus. I got a lot of backlash because Damo has a cult-like following. People were oblivious to her manipulation. They didn't see all of the stuff that she was doing. And then fast forward to now, Chrissy spoke out. She told her side because at first she was just taking a beating on the internet, letting people, say whatever. And anytime she spoke, she got backlash. But she actually sat down, showed receipts, told her side. Then on top of that, there was a situation with Damo and another YouTuber who is not problematic. She's never in drama. This other YouTuber showed receipts. She showed how Damo had lied about a storyline, all of these things. And so from then, people started to realize, oh, Damo is manipulative. She is a manipulator. And they started to see her for what she was. And I called this out. And when I called it out, I got backlash for calling it out. Also with the whole Queen Naija thing, before all of this Clarence stuff started rolling out and everybody started being in agreements to how they felt about Clarence, I called out all of this stuff from the beginning. And I got a lot of heat for it and a lot of backlash for calling out certain things. I say that to say, y'all already look at me as the bad guy when I call out certain things, but then you later find out, Shanique was already onto that X, Y, and Z from the beginning. So I'm going to stick to my guns. I am not in support of R. Kelly, but I am going to call out the things that I see. So when I seen this page, to me, and from when I listened to what Angelo says, and when I listened to different things that he said around the internet, and he can correct me if I'm wrong, and he has my phone number, and he told me that, maybe we can do an interview. Maybe he won't want to do an interview. I don't know. But I'm going to open up my platform to allow him to clarify. But I'm just going to tell you guys what I feel. And then I'm going to show you guys some of the things on this page. I could be wrong, but I just get a feeling that, and I understand because I feel like he's sincere. Like the Savages, they do a lot of things where I don't feel like they're genuine. I don't feel like I feel like they are quote unquote clout chasing. I hate to use that word for parents who are separated from their child, but a lot of their antics seem a little clout chasing-esque. You get what I'm saying? As far as Azriel's parents, we don't see them out in the media as much. They're not like overbearing. They're not like overdoing it. We've seen them in the documentary, but we don't see them like, you know, seizing every opportunity to do like press like they're just not overdoing it in a way that the Savages are doing it. So when I hear them talk about their daughter, I feel like they genuinely love their daughter and they genuinely want a relationship with their daughter. However, and this is where the part where I feel like things are getting a little bit muddied. When it comes to the Savages, I've already addressed how I felt like their approach was wrong. I feel like where it gets muddied is I feel like at this point, because there is not, and this is just my thoughts, I think that he is at a point, and again, like I said, I could be wrong, but let me just get to it. I think that they're at a point where they're frustrated with the fact that, you know, they feel like their daughter has been wronged in a way. And of course, you have a daughter, she's 17, she's with this grown man, you know, they're entitled to feel how they feel. It is a violation morally to a lot of us that, you know, that is happening. I feel like because they can't get him on what he has done or what they feel like he has wronged them on when it comes to their daughter, I feel like there's a possibility that they may be to the point where they want to go to extreme measures. Desperate times turn to desperate measures. I feel like they're at a point where they are willing to go as far as to embellish certain narratives so that he can get charged for something when it comes to their daughter as well, type of thing. The parents are represented by Michael Avenatti. He is representing them. I'm not sure why the parents, if she, you know, I don't know I don't know how that works, like the parents being represented by, I don't know. So that's another question that I would have to ask him as far as why they need an attorney.
But whatever reason for them needing an attorney, I think that it would strengthen their case if they had a tie-in from their daughter and R. Kelly. So like if they were able to get a charge associated with their daughter and R. Kelly, then that would strengthen their case in the long run if the goal is to later try to sue him in a suit, because that's the only reason why I would see the parents needing an attorney versus the victims. Like I can see why the victims need attorneys to, like, you know, get justice for them being victims. But if the daughter says she's not a victim and then the parents gave consent, I wouldn't understand why they would need an attorney. But other than a money ploy, and again, Angelo, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this is my assumption, you know, it would strengthen their case later for a money ploy if their daughter was tied into an actual allegation. So that's why I think that, you know, some of this stuff, I kind of, you know, I think that there are some truth to some of these allegations, but like I said, I think some of it has probably been embellished to a degree. And that's my assumption, and I can be corrected on that. Period.
But let me show you this page and let me show you a little bit further and why I've came to this conclusion. Okay, so the page name is Pedophile Assistance, right? And on this page, Okay, so on this page is all kind of like R. Kelly stuff. Like, and you know, it shows like who's following the page and things like that. And then it shows, you know, like there was a suicide threat tip. And honestly, I heard that suicide threat tip, and I think that it's somebody that there's people who's trying to take matters in their own hands. And I feel like whoever is doing things to that extreme also called in this suicide attempt. That's just what I think, you know, but it is what it is. Anyways. Okay, so this is the beginning of the post on this page. And like, as I was going through the page, I came to the conclusion that I felt like, you know, it's like a by any means situation. This is why. So this says, this ish is tiresome and irritating. Y'all let this in go to jail when he get ready, make bond when he get ready. Might as well just let him bond out from home. And then it says, I'm going to need more info on Mama Bear. Send info to DM. Can't let this ish slide. And then it says, tonight I'm going to go through what everybody sent me and I'm going to compile all my evidence. And tomorrow they all going to have a very bad day. Tomorrow, 9 a.m., I promise I'm going to make this the absolute worst day of this entire case. So they are on a vengeance to get justice for this situation. It says, if you are associated with R. Kelly or RSK and been around them kids, you better not have warrants, previous cases, licenses, child support, liens, tax problems, TSA affiliation, doctor-related jobs, anything or any association, I will expose you. That goes for surviving R. Kelly cast members, ex-managers, handlers, madams, money keepers, drivers, bodyguards, dancers, lawyers, doctors, realtors, TSA workers, sponsors, etc. Tell y'all what, y'all don't gotta sell mixtapes, deliver Azriel Clary home, and I will bond R. Kelly out personally. #Julius Darrington. Okay, so on this page right here, they're alleging that they believe, you know, that the tapes that the people have are from his Georgia home raid and that they went into the evidence room and pulled. And this is like what is going on with that. Okay, so then, you know, this says the fam. And as you can see, this is Azriel and the fam. Okay, so this is a woman by the name of Diana Copeland, and they are writing about her being his executive assistant for 10 years. And in the caption, it says, Dirty Diana, she probably scared I would be executive assistant for 10 years. I know he got dirt on you. Could have freed all them girls and just sat on your fat A and did nothing. #R. Kelly. So then this is Cheryl Mack. And it says, the biggest fish in the sea. She's seen it all, a really good person, but made some terrible, terrible decisions. And for that reason, here you go. So now they're, you know, blasting this Cheryl Mack person. And this is all, again, I believe, Azriel's father and his friend that are behind all of this. And again, he can clarify if he would like to. So this right here, it says, Cheryl Mack account, wish she would come forward, pedophile assistant, them girls needed you. Okay, so apparently this Cheryl Mack woman, she created a statement. And in this statement, I'm guessing she's detailing some of the things that went on when she was involved with R. Kelly. And this is where they're getting a lot of their information from. And so if you go into depth of this statement that the Cheryl Mack woman, because they have #Cheryl Mack, if you go on and you read, it details some things and it says, during my term with Robert Kelly as a friend and employee, I witnessed sex, hostility, snatching, grabbing, groping, drugs, alcohol, and bipolar behavior, all from a man who could write a record better than he could spell his name. I began my journey with Robert professionally in August of 2005. Prior to that, there was just cordial conversation. My first visit to Robert's studio was 2005 with my artist Sherry Hawk, who now travels as a background vocalist for Tamia. Robert invited Sherry and I to his Chocolate Factory studio located in the basement of his Olympia Fields, Illinois home, foreclosed in 2013. We arrived there with the intent to play music and get direction, but we ended up there for days in the studio with Robert. At his request, watching him create, there were numerous girls of all ages in and out of the studio and at all times. Maybe I'll read it in another video because it's very long and detailed. I will say that. So then they have a post of a woman in her, I guess it says her name is Valerie Payton. She's the mother of infamous Juice. Compliments of @97 baby girl, gave her daughter away when she was 14. And even though R. Kelly wouldn't give them a crying dime, working at Macy's forever. So they're saying that, you know, she works at Macy's, and they're pretty much, you know, exposing her as this woman to be Juice's mother. And they have this whole takedown agenda to pretty much take down R. Kelly. So then if you scroll down, there's screenshots of, you know, the interview, different interviews that the parents did. And then, you know, blasting different things. So then if you go down, this is somebody who I guess is supposed to be allegedly, I believe her name is supposed to be Diane Copeland, and she's supposed to be an enabler. This is not my words. This is what's on this page. So if you click on here, it says, you could have saved so many people, but you chose the latter. So that's what I'm doing, choosing the latter. So I was reading some of these hashtags and I'm like, okay, this is saying like, you know, you could have chose the right thing. So now I'm going to choose the latter and do what I need to do. I'm trying to walk you guys through how I came up to where I am. So this, and then it says, choosing the latter, hashtag Diane Copeland. So she's allegedly, you know, according to this page, one of the enablers. And I'm going to scroll past that page past that. So then if you go down, it's a photo of R. Kelly sleeping. And you can see him sleeping. And then this is a text from somebody. And then it says, and I guess it's a receipt that's supposed to be from I believe this is from Diana. It says, Mr. Kelly has arrived. Please come downstairs and outside to board the Sprinter. So I guess this is a receipt. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be from Azriel's phone or whose phone, but, you know, it's a receipt. So this is supposed to be R. Kelly, you know, sleeping or whatever. And I guess this is a photo that, you know, somebody took. This right here is also a photo. And then it's of R. Kelly, I guess, supposed to be on a couch, sleep. And there was another photo of a woman's leg with the view, like this was her kind of like view, I believe. Like this was like in the mirror or something. The photo, and I'm assuming that is, I'm guessing that that's supposed to be Azriel's legs. I'm not sure. So then if you go down, there's a photo of Michelle Kramer. So in this photo of Michelle Kramer, it says, this West Side pimp needs to be arraigned with the rest of them. When you a parent, your job is to protect your child, not lose them for money. Did y'all know she used to work for R. Kelly? Hey, Lifetime, how y'all leave that out? Okay? So they're exposing Michelle, and according to this page, allegedly, she worked for R. Kelly. And this post was posted on February 27th. So then, as you go down, there is another post with R. Kelly and some guy, and it says, so when you come around, Julius, he just put the girls in cages or something, ? With the BS. So I guess they're asking, like, you know, when you come around, where were the girls? Like, how didn't you know? I guess I'm assuming maybe he said he didn't know something. I don't know about this guy. So then it says, Lifetime, don't contact me. It says, Lifetime, don't contact me. Contact R. Kelly and pay him to let the girls go. No amount of cash can stop me. We on autopilot and anybody can get it. Hashtag Michelle Kramer. Hashtag Dream Hampton. Okay? So then this post right here, it says, almost hammer time, hashtag R. Kelly. Okay? And then it says, what I do know is that this guy don't deal with her no more okay, so wait, let me go down. So right here, this is a photo of Michelle Kramer, and I guess she had a bald head at the time. And so in the caption it says, I promise to expose you for the effed up issue that happened to that girl and still trying to get a check. That's why you won't cooperate. It's sad. Now say I'm lying or whatever. So this is apparently somebody with inside scoop. They're talking about Michelle Kramer. They're talking about Diane, this lady. They're talking about all of these things. And, you know, they're trying to expose everybody around R. Kelly. So in this one, this photo right here, this is another photo of Michelle. And it says, I need the name of the security guard she was dating the entire time per lifetime, hashtag R. Kelly. So I'm guessing they're insinuating that she was dating some type of security guard and it had something to do with R. Kelly. And this was posted on February 27th on this page. So then after that, that is when it says, what do I know? Wait. What I do know is that this guy don't deal with her no more or R. Kelly, so stop taking your problems over there because she only concerned with her bills and not Dominique health. Been the same way forever. And then it says, fact check anything that I'm saying. Okay? So this person on this page, who I believe is Azriel's father and his friend, are calling out Michelle, saying, you know, all of these things about her in regards to her possibly, you know, being down for a check, working with R. Kelly, dating some bodyguard, things like that. Some more. Okay, so when you go down some more, it is a photo of two women, and on the two women it says, Juice, aka Andrea Payton, and ain't forgot about you, baby. You and your mother day is Thursday. So I guess on Thursday something was going to happen in regards to, you know, Juice and the mom or whoever this Juice person is. And then in the comments, somebody is saying that this is allegedly the madam and the trainer, because people are saying that there is a madam at R. Kelly's house, there's a trainer, and there's all of these rumors surrounding his house. And this person posted about, you know, it's allegedly to be these people right here. So this person right here, Cash Howard, she was R. Kelly's stylist for some time, I want to say. And so in this post, they're saying, team hashtag pedophile, hashtag Cash Howard had a choice. She really did great stylish, but she chose evil and pedophilia. Shaking my head. Hashtag R. Kelly. Hashtag, you know, pimps. Hashtag surviving R. Kelly. Hashtag pimps. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. So then, there's a post and it says, this is also by Cash Howard, and it says, yeah, I'll play a little pool. You see that form? And then this is Alicia Mayweather. Over here, waiting for my spot. I only got one ball. So I guess there's an association with this Cash Howard woman and this Alicia Mayweather woman, and it says, hashtag Asante McGee. Don't tell me no more that the Mayweather don't got nothing to do with nothing. This is month after Azriel was abducted, sending this to Michael Avenatti. So I guess they're trying to say that Mayweather or people associated with Mayweather have something to do with R. Kelly's camp, according to this page. Okay. So then there is another photo of Cash Howard woman, and it says, hashtag Azriel and Joycelyn was at this concert. We got the flights, Cash Howard Styles. Why you didn't stop it here? So they are condemning, you know, her for being the stylist and feeling like she was obligated or had some type of obligation to step in regards to Joycelyn and Azriel being with R. Kelly. Okay. And right here, this is another photo of Michelle Kramer, and this is the mother of Dominique. And this was also on February 26th. And it says, look, I don't want to hear ish about Michelle Kramer unless she at 26th in California. Dominique's so sick that Michelle Kramer shouldn't be shopping movie deals and book deals. So, you know, they're calling her out and, you know, saying things about her. And then this post right here, it also says, Michelle Kramer needs to go with her daughter and talk to the prosecutors or there will be no movie or book deals with EMI. I know Michael Staten and that's dead. 26 California, then therapy. Poor Dominique. Michelle Kramer should be ashamed. R. Kelly, hashtag surviving R. Kelly, hashtag pimps. So this person has like a vendetta against Michelle saying that, you know, she needs to be, you know, to the 26th in California. And it says, Michelle Kramer, you didn't use your credit cards, received packages, dildos, sex dolls, and ish. Please stop and say I'm lying. Better get your aid to 26th in California. So apparently this page that I feel like is ran by Azriel's father and his friend, they're calling out Michelle. And they're saying that, you know, she used her credit card allegedly to receive dildos, packages, cards, sex dolls, all kind of stuff. And they're saying, you know, that she needs to get to 26th in California. And then it says, tired of this ish, better get your aid to 26th in California to stop lying. Okay, so if you continue to just scroll and scroll and scroll down the page is filled and loaded with allegation on top of allegation and rumor on top of rumor about R. Kelly. Some of which I feel like, you know, are simply rumors and they're putting them out as facts. Some of them, it looks like they possibly may have some truth to them, but I feel like a large amount of it is a little bit embellished. Certain information may be, you know, added, you know, extra flair to it to like sensationalize certain things, make certain things look a certain way, because after all, they are on a mission on what appears to be this takedown by any means necessary type of approach.
Most of like the really like, oh my God, like bizarre, like, is this really true type accusations, they did not have receipts to kind of back them up. But there are some that were like screenshots of like DMs and text messages. And I've seen some of the text messages, but it doesn't say like who the text message is between. And it simply could be somebody who is like typing amongst like me and my homegirl get together and let's like send 2 texts back and forth. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's really from somebody from R. Kelly.
If I post a text thread on my phone and all I show you is the correspondence, I could text that with my friend. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people who are taking certain information as the nail in the coffin proof, solid receipts, I'm just trying to open your mind to look at things with a clear lens. You know, some of the information, like I said, may have some truth to it, but I think this is a by any means necessary takedown. And if they got to embellish the story, if they got to add a little flair, whatever they have to do to take him down, I feel like that's what's being done.
But you guys can go to the page and you guys can decipher what you guys feel is true or false. I did see this DM though that looks like it might be legit. I'm not really sure because there's so many people attaching themselves to R. Kelly's story and with the whole, well, it happened to me too. And then they're just like carbon copying, you know, other people's stories. So I don't know what is legit. I really don't. But this looks like it may possibly be. If you guys remember, he dated a girl named Haley, and it looks like it may be her sister who is writing, possibly Joycelyn's either mother or father. In the caption of it, it says, hashtag Haley Calhoun and Laura Calhoun. How y'all gonna just leave them girls in there when you experience what these other parents going through? Question mark. Y'all selfish as F. You supposed to be our great white hope and take this hashtag R. Kelly down. And then if you go to the message, it looks like it's coming from this Laura Calhoun's Instagram page, and it says, "It consumed my every thought for 3 years. I gained 70 pounds. I prayed without ceasing. I cried rivers. I thought Haley was gone forever. She's okay, but still lots to process and deal with. I hope Joy will be fine when she leaves." So I guess this is to the Savages. "They've all been traumatized whether they acknowledge it or not." And then in another message, it says, "It wasn't easy for us. I had to play an Academy Award-winning performance to earn his trust and see Haley. I had to sit naked in a sauna and write a fabricated letter and sign the NDA for collateral before I can see her." So, you know, her narrative or her experience, it sounds like what some of the other girls said, but there's a lot that be having me have the side eye, because I'm like, y'all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did she really experience this? Did she not? Is she just copy and pasting another person's experience? Like, I don't know. Because I seen a video of a woman and she was like crying and it just looked like the fakest cry ever. And while she was crying, she was talking to this guy through like a speaker of her trying to tell her experience to get a book deal. And her experience was exactly the same as one of the girls has said on the docuseries. So I'm like, is she just like reciting what she's seen on the docuseries? Because her tears looked so fake. So I'm like, you know, so that's why it's like, I really can't decipher what is real, authentic, what's not. And just like I can't decipher, you guys just use your third eye when you're taking in information. When there was this 911 call made, I looked at it with the side eye about this whole suicide pact, you know, and again, that's why I feel like, you know, it's like some of this stuff is like you don't know which way to take it because some of it is just extra and sensationalized and added flair so that it can be this narrative that they want to completely sell. I like Azriel's mom. She likes my page. Shout out to you. But hey, I have to call what I see when I see it, you know, and I know she probably already mad because I called out her husband, but it is what it is. When I seen the CBS in the Morning interview and she mentioned about her daughter, and then she was like, "Oh, well, I heard that there was this suicide pact." And then later, we hear all around the blogs about this 911 call that is calling in a threat to the girl's life because they're about to take their life to a suicide pact. I'm like, you know, I raised my eyebrow and I side-eyed that like, like really? You know, so I felt like, I don't know. I'm going to play it for y'all and I'm going to end the video with that. You guys let me know what you guys think. And again, you know, I just don't know what to believe, what's real, what's not. But what I do know is, and I don't know for sure, but what I think is some of this stuff is sensationalized to just fit the narrative to try to get him for something. Like, okay, we messed up there by signing a letter. Okay, we can't get him for that. Now we got to make something stick by any means. That's just kind of what I get from it. But again, my platform is open to talk to the Clarys, which this video might anger them. But hey, let's have a dialogue. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let's get it on record. Let's talk about it. But let me end you guys with her on this morning show and then with the suicide call. And then y'all let me know what y'all think about all of this in the comments.
How do you think this story is going to end with your daughter?
How I want to see it end, I want to see my daughter leave.
Of course, but are you concerned about how it could end? Are you...
I've heard like a suicide pact. You know, I know my daughter...
A suicide pact?
Yes, I've heard all kinds of stuff. So, you know,
That gives me chills, Alice.
It should give you chills
It
because
does.
the difference is our daughter had experience with trying to do it. See, everybody else can talk it, but it's nothing like seeing a father coming in the house and seeing your daughter submerged in water and you have to pick her up and try to get her to the hospital. See, I've been through that.
I can't imagine what it's like if I was to find my daughter in that way, but I can't help how convenient it is that this 911 call was then placed.
1833, I need you off the beat. And I also need a supervisor, I guess, for threatening suicide, Trump Tower, 401 North in Wabash, 401 North Wabash. A call is coming in from the National Traffic Hotline. Got an anonymous call from a says that Azriel clearly and 4 other women who are victims of R. Kelly are planning to carry out a suicide pact in one of the condos at Trump Tower. A caller didn't specify when or how this would transpire, didn't give an address or condo unit. That's all I have for you, 1833.
But you guys let me know what you guys think about this. Let's talk about it in the comments. And I already know, it is what it is. So, yeah, I'll see what you guys have to say in the comment section, but be respectful or be blocked. Period. All right, guys. Peace.